Yo, everybody, welcome back to the motherfucking Minority Sports Report. I'm your motherfucking boy, Big Black.
I'm your boy, Skame Dollar.
He's Skame. Make sure you follow Julian. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video. And also make sure you hit the bell icon because we're going to be dropping shit other than sports from, just be prepared. Be prepared. Speaking of sports, football's going on right now. Basketball's going on right now. I think a thing on ice is happening too. I'm not sure.
Yep.
Is that a thing? What is it called again? Stickball?
Puck stick net.
Puck stick net on ice. It's like a Disney musical. Just
Disney on ice.
NHL edition. Just motherfuckers getting teeth knocked out and shit. A bunch of Gastons knocking out teeth. No, sir. But,
Mickey and Goofy having a hockey fight.
You son of a bitch! Yup. Just getting knocked out. That was stupid. You don't have anything else. Did you watch the fights this weekend?
I watched a couple of the main event. Obviously, I watched the main event.
Right.
Because that happened after that family party I was at. We watched that shit back at the hotel. But I missed most of the other fights, and I just went back and watched the two fights that I wanted to see on the card, other than the main event.
Yeah, let's do
the whole thing.
Yeah, let's just jump right into that.
Jump into that. All right.
Yeah.
So we had UFC Vegas 44, I believe it was.
Something like that.
Like I just said, I didn't watch the whole card. I just went back and rewatched what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the Mickey Gall fight, who's I don't know if you recognize that name, but he's the one who's famous for beating the shit out of CM Punk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I was not paying attention to that.
Yeah. But he took an L to Alex Moreno. He lost a unanimous decision in that one. And then the other fight I wanted to see was Clay Guida versus Leonardo Santos.
Yeah.
And this one, Clay Guida got the win by submission in round 2.
Nice.
He was getting his ass whipped for most of round 1, but decided to come back at the end of the round. He basically saved a 10. He turned a 10-8 round to a 10-9, basically. I still don't think he won the round, but he redeemed himself a little bit. Came back in the second round and submitted a 4th degree BJJ black belt, which is fucking impressive.
That is fucking impressive. Yes.
Because I don't know much about Guida's grappling history or what level belt he is, but a 4th degree black belt, when you fucking make him tap, that's impressive. And that was also Santos's first career submission loss for his pro career.
Oh boy.
And Guida also, he just celebrated his 40th birthday. So in UFC terms, he's fucking ancient.
Right.
You don't see many people last that long. But yeah, so that was cool.
Yeah,
I was like Clay Guida.
It's kind of a bad thing if I recognize your name. You know what I'm saying? Because I did the UFC and then I fell off for 5-6 years because I was going to school and shit and just stopped paying attention. So it's yeah, if I know your name, you've been around for a long time.
Yeah, for real.
Shit.
And in the main event, another name you'd recognize, been around for a long fucking time. Jose Aldo. Jose Aldo Jr., if you want to throw that in there.
Make him a little younger.
On my homeboy, Rob Font, in the main event.
Yeah.
This was a huge fight for Rob Font.
Mm-hmm.
But he took an L in this one. Jose Aldo looked like he's back to his old ways. He looked good in his last couple of fights, so I knew this was going to be a tough one for Rob. Rob Font looked good in the first round, but Aldo stole it at the end of the round, and then just didn't look back from there on. Rob had his moments. He got great hands. He was landing his shots, but it's basically Aldo after that. He got the unanimous decision. I think two of the 3 judges gave him a fucking 50-45.
Wow.
Yeah. So for those who don't know the rounds and all that shit, basically they said Rob Font didn't win any fucking round.
Yeah, anything. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Which is kind of obvious because like I said, it was pretty obvious that Aldo sold the end of that first round. Scored a couple of takedowns through the fight. But yeah. Aldo's back in title form. He was ranked number 5 in this one. Font was ranked number 4. So I think Rob Font will drop down. He'll still be in the top 10, I believe, maybe. And Jose Aldo will probably jump up to either 4 or 3, depending on what happens with that top 3 in the bantamweight.
Man, that's wild. That's good stuff.
Yeah. That was UFC Vegas 44 from their Apex Center.
That's why you fight the fights. Just going to do NBA standings real quick. Just the standings because, again,
time for me to check out and drink my beer.
Yes, sir. I was like, damn it, I forgot my drink. So this is about to start sounding real gross. That cotton mouth is kicking in just from speaking and not having any fluids in my mouth. But
that mouth lubrication.
Mouth lube. Hold on. Got a little bit of lube going.
Get that ASMR going.
And now I'm gonna lube my mouth. All right. Eastern Conference. I'm just gonna do the top 5 and then our team. So Nets are in first place. Again, Christmas time is when I really start to actually really pay attention to basketball. Nets are in first place. Bulls are in second place. Bucks in third. The Wizards are in 4th, and the Heat are in 5th, and the Celtics are sitting at 6th, and they have the same record as the Cavs and the Hornets. So 6 through 8 are all 13 and 11. So whatever. Now, the Western Conference, we have the Warriors in first place, 19 and 4 losses. That's fucking crazy. The Suns in second, Jazz in third, Grizz in 4th, Clips in 5th, and then we have Julian's Nuggets in 7th. Looking at an even 500 with the Mavericks. They're 11 and 11. Celtics got just 2 more wins over them. But yeah, best record in basketball as of right now when we're recording belong to the Suns and the Warriors at 19 and 4. But again, talk to me around Christmas time.
You're like me with baseball.
Yo, there's a lot of games.
Is it the All-Star break yet?
There's a lot of basketball. There's a lot of baseball. I can't. So football's perfect. It's just 1 day a week. Well, 2 days a week for the NFL.
3, technically.
3. That's right. Damn it, those bastards! They got us.
Well, occasionally 4 when they throw in those Saturday games.
Yeah, the Saturday games usually. The Thursday games usually won't happen, though, if they do a Saturday.
That's right. Yeah, because that's usually playoff time, so yeah, not everybody's playing.
Yeah.
That's right.
Damn, 3 days a week. They got us. They got us. Mm-hmm. And it's an even a longer season, so they got us even longer. Those motherfuckers. But anywho, Thursday Night Football, Cowboys beat the Saints 27-17. Colts smashed the Texans 31-0.
Oh, wow.
The Lions, I want to say this is their first win. The Lions, this is their first
win. First win? Holy shit.
First win on the season, baby. 29-27 over the Vikings. Wow. Oh, man, that's crazy. The Dolphins beat the Giants 20-9. The Buccaneers beat the Falcons 30-17. The Eagles beat on the Jets 33-18. The Cardinals beat the Bears 33-22. Chargers smashed on the Bengals. I did see a little bit of this earlier. It was 41-22. It's basically double the score, which is nuts. Rams murdered the Jaguars 37-7. The Washington football team beat the Las Vegas Raiders. I said it right this time. 17-15. Steelers barely beat the Ravens 20-19. The Seahawks beat the 49ers 30-23. Broncos and the Chiefs are playing right now. That game is scoreless, but let me just refresh my page and make sure that's still the case.
No, it's still scoreless because I just pulled it up too.
Okay. They're still scoreless. And then Monday Night Football, we have the Patriots and the Bills. And on Thursday, starting of week 14, I still do it because it's this week, Steelers and Vikings. So obviously we got to get the Patriots. Patriots got to win tomorrow. If they win tomorrow, it's like, it's just it's money. Yeah, it's money. They're already in first place, but they just need to beat the fucking Bills, and then that'll like clinch it. and we'll be fucking straight going forward. I play on the goddamn team. Let's go, Pats. Let's go, Mac Jones. MJ10, baby.
Bills Mafia.
Yeah, fuck the Bills Mafia. I think I know a couple
Jump
Bills
off a
fans.
bridge, not through a table. No, I'm just playing. I don't give a shit. It's not that serious for me.
No. But fuck them. Because
now, if this was hockey, we'll talk about the Canadians. That's real hatred for me.
Oh. Might as well just swing it on over. But yeah, Patriots got to win. They have to win tomorrow. Should be a good game, though, because the Bills always play the Patriots hard. Just the division rivals. That shit's always good.
And they're at home, too, so that's a big one for them.
It's going to be huge. And then, like I said, Steelers, Vikings. Vikings are not great this season, I want to say. Hold on, let me just double-check their score. Yeah, 5-7. The Steelers are probably looking at the same.
Damn, the line's a 1-10-1.
Yeah, 1-10-1, bro. They suck.
You know you suck when you fucking tie in football.
Yeah, you suck.
Who'd they tie with?
Check this out. The Steelers are 6-5-1, so maybe it was the Steelers.
Yeah, it must have been them. It's the rare tie in football. That doesn't happen much.
No, it really doesn't. Let me I'm going to scroll back up. That's actually a really good question. Go ahead and talk about hockey real quick, and I'm going to find out who they tied with.
It got to be them because I went through the scores and I didn't see anybody else with the.
All right, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it has to be. Yep, the Steelers, they suck too. But anyways, football on ice with a black circle.
On ice. Or is that no? It's soccer on ice.
Soccer on ice. God damn it, John.
Soccer on ice with football hitting.
Fucking big black, you suck.
But so the Bruins, they're not really sucking, but they're just kind of staying at where they've been at. They haven't really jumped in the standings much. They're currently 12-8-1 with 25 points. They're still fifth in the Atlantic Division. That hasn't changed from the last time we recorded. They're up a spot. They're ninth in the East now. They're down 2 spots overall in the league, so they went from 18th to 20th in the league.
Oh, damn.
Couple of things. I haven't had Brad Marchand on the team for a couple of games because he kind of got a bullshit suspension for what they call a slew foot, which is basically like you kind of use one of your feet to take the legs out of somebody else.
That's like tripping?
Yeah, but kind of.
Okay.
It's just a different type of tripping. It's like without using the stick. Like you try to make it look like you're doing something, but really you're intentionally trying to trip them.
Gotcha.
Normally, I think this would have been a fine for anybody else, but because it's fucking Brad Marchand, they're like, yep, 3 games. So it's a little bullshit, but it is what it is when you got a pest like him on your team. And then they've also had a couple of injuries and shit like that. And then one of their stars, Jake DeBrusk, he requested a trade. Which I mean, it's not too much of a loss because he hasn't really been doing shit the last couple of seasons. He's kind of been sucking this season. But my guess is like he's on the 4th line, so my guess is he wants more shine. And on this Bruins team, he's not making the top 3 lines. Well, at least the way he's playing now. But so we'll see where he ends up getting traded to. The way he's been playing, I don't know how much we're going to get for him. I'm hoping if they try to do like a package deal, hope we don't give up too much to get another piece.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens there. Julian's Avs, 12-7-2, 26 points. They're up a spot. They're 4th in the Central Division. They're up 2 spots in the West in 8th place, and then up 7 spots overall in the league. They jumped up to 16th place. And also, I seen one of the Avalanche players, what's his name? Cale Makar, I believe is how you say the last name. He's on pace to be the first defenseman in 15 years to reach 30 goals.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he hasn't done it yet. He's just like on that pace to get there. Yeah. They're wondering if he might hit 40, which there have only been five defensemen in NHL history that have hit 30 goals. One of them including the man who inspired me to be a defenseman, fucking Bruins legend Ray Bourque. And like I said, 15 years. The last guy who did it was Mike Green. He had 31 goals. But if he's on pace to hit 40, Mike Green.
Mike Green.
If he's on pace to hit 40, that's like legendary company.
Yeah.
Because the only two NHL defensemen who hit 40 goals were Paul Coffey and the fucking great Bobby Orr. Which,
Bobby!
if you know hockey, those two names are huge.
I know Boston.
Yeah, and Paul Coffey, he used to play for. Last team I remember him playing for was the Red Wings. I don't know where else he played, but he did that shit twice. So like that's impressive. So we'll see what happens with that guy. But overall in the league, overall in the league, we got the Florida Panthers in first, the Washington Capitals in second, the Toronto Maple Leafs in third, New York Rangers in fourth, Calgary Flames in fifth. And then before we move on, I got a couple quick news tips here.
Oh,
Alexander Ovechkin from the Capitals.
Yeah.
He scored his 750th career NHL goal on Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
For real. New Jersey Devils center, their 20-year-old center, Jack Hughes. He just this is the last year of his 3-year like entry-level contract. This motherfucker at 20 years old just signed an 8-year, $64 million contract. Imagine that at fucking 20 years old, bro. $8 million a year. Fuck. But yeah, that was fucking nuts. I seen that. And then
the show's over. No, sir.
I'm seeing some talk where people are calling for the NHL to kind of skip the Olympics and boycott the 2022 Beijing Olympics. Mm-hmm. I seen that Enos, well, what's his name now?
Yeah, Enos came to. Oh, I don't. That's right. He did just change
Freedom.
Freedom.
Enos Freedom. He called for like two of the league's biggest stars, Sidney Crosby and Connor McDavid, to boycott the games. Due to the political issues, like the fucking human rights violations and all that shit in China.
Oh yeah,
COVID and all that shit. So there's been talk that they want the NHL to skip the Olympics and go back to the World Cup of Hockey, which they haven't done since I think it was 2016. I think it was Team Canada won that. So I'd like to see another World Cup of Hockey, but Olympic hockey is always good. But
so here's the deal: there's too much money involved in the Olympics, so individual players might fucking boycott shit, but they're not gonna do it, man. Like,
but think about it.
It's not gonna happen.
The owners kind of never really wanted players to go to the Olympics anyway, because there's always that risk and all that shit.
No, for sure.
And I think they would prefer them going to a World Cup of Hockey because the NHL would be able to have more control over that than they would
over the input committee and shit.
Yeah, so they'd probably be more like they'd be able to control the COVID protocols better and all that shit. So I think that is probably a likely scenario if they do boycott these games.
I'm more talking about basketball. Sorry, because you said Enos Freedom. Yeah, and so yeah, I was on basketball. I forgot we were talking about hockey, but yeah,
I could definitely see that happening.
The money, we'll see. I'm just a dude in the basement, you know what I'm saying? Just talking that shit.
I'm a dude in my living room arcade.
Talking that shit, you know? But you were talking about double standards earlier with that suspension. And I was just thinking, like, Antonio Brown is about to get suspended or is suspended for lying about that COVID shit. Meanwhile, Aaron Rodgers is still playing.
No, I thought he wasn't getting suspended.
The last thing I saw on that shit, like, he was about to get suspended from the fucking NFL. But let me just double check.
Yeah, because I thought I might have misread it, but I thought he wasn't getting suspended.
Hold up.
Oh no, maybe they went back. Yeah, because it says future up in the air following suspension.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the last thing I read said he wasn't going to be suspended, but he was going to be disciplined or some shit like that.
Crap.
Whatever. I heard it wasn't just him. I heard it was like him and 3 other people.
I'm sure it was
got caught with that shit.
I'm sure it was a whole. I mean, I've only seen him because he's the biggest fish. You know what I
mean? Yeah. The other 2 names, I don't even. No recollection for me. Like, you know me,
right?
If you're not on the Pats, I really don't know your name. And if you're not a big star, like I definitely never heard your name.
Right.
So, yeah.
But yeah, so it's I'm sure there's a lot of other people who did it too because that's what they do, you know. But yeah, well, okay. What happened with NASCAR? No, sir.
I actually do have some NASCAR shit.
Oh shit, he does. I
Yeah,
was fucking around.
got a little bit of news.
A little bit.
Little bit. Well, some kind of fucked up news coming out of NASCAR.
Oh shit.
They indefinitely suspended 3 crew members from the Xfinity series, which is like the lower level that we don't cover. I just cover the Cup series.
Right.
There was 2 guys from crews on that series that got suspended, and then 1 from the Cup series. Johnny, I hope this is how you pronounce it because this fits perfectly. Johnny Rotten, but it's Roten, so it might be Roten. But it should be Rotten. He's the crew chief for the number 13 car in the Xfinity series. He got suspended for violating NASCAR substance abuse policy.
Oh, fuck.
That's the best one. The next 2 are rough. Austin Zivich, he's a 26-year-old car chief, which is he's in charge of like the mechanics crew.
Yeah.
So he's part of the 78 team for the Xfinity series. He's facing charge of 3rd-degree sexual exploitation of a minor. And he's also facing a separate charge of misdemeanor indecent exposure, which can kind of be chalked up to pissing in public.
Yeah, but that first charge.
With that other charge, it's not looking good for him.
Yeah.
And then the guy from the Cup series, John Bird Jr., 53-year-old.
Bro,
he's the fuck? John Bird Jr., he's the hauler driver. So he's the guy who drives the big truck from track to track. He works for the number 38 team. Well, worked for the number 38 team for the Cup series. He was arrested for felonious sex act with a child under 13. Apparently, there was a witness that saw him and reported him the next day, and he got arrested. So yeah, not some good news coming out of NASCAR. That right there.
I'm laughing not at this shit and these children. I'm laughing because I'm literally thinking you're about to tell me some like racist shit. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like I was not.
That's why I said this is bad
at fucking all, dog.
That's why I started it off with the substance abuse, and I was like, it gets worse from here.
Wow. Okay, but, first of all,
go ahead.
No, I was. My brain is just spinning. Don't fuck with kids, man. Like, don't fuck with kids. Like, that's.
Don't fuck with or fuck kids.
Stupid.
Well, the 26-year-old, the second one that I went over, the exploitation of a minor. From my understanding, when I was reading, it sounded like he got caught with like child porn. I don't think he actually did anything to a kid like the other dude did. Either way, it's not good. But that was my understanding from reading the article about him. Oh, and I'm getting
no. I wasn't paying attention because I was shocked. We still got some time.
Well, I'll speed through this other shit now that I got the bad shit out of the way.
Wait a minute. What kind of substance gets you kicked out of NASCAR? Oh man,
my guess is probably some kind of amphetamine.
Oh God.
Maybe some like coke. I don't know.
Jesus.
But indefinitely suspended. So, I mean, there's a possibility that dude may be able to come back at some point. The other two obviously doubt that's going to happen.
Oh yeah, they're fucked.
But
fuck those two dudes.
Maybe he can come back after going through some kind of treatment or something. I don't know, but those are 3 suspensions I've seen get handed out.
Wow.
Also, we had the NASCAR awards this weekend. It's basically just like a year-end celebration type thing. The only real big thing I've seen, it's basically like celebrating the champions. But Chase Elliott was named most popular driver for the 4th year in a row. And
damn, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, the other thing was it seemed like the new next gen car was going to be postponed for the next couple of seasons, but it looks like they're on track to be using that car next season for the 2022 season.
Oh, wow.
I believe this is the Gen 7 car, Generation 7, which a couple of specs that I've seen, they're going to be using a new chassis, which from it sounded like it's basically going to be a uniform type chassis to help the smaller teams be able to compete with the big teams like fucking Ford and Chevy and all that shit, who have all the, the major car companies that have all the money behind them. They're going to be using new transmissions. They're going from a 4-speed manual transmission to a 6-speed. They're going to have independent rear suspension instead of using the solid rear suspension that they've been using. The new car is going to have wider tires and a new aerodynamics package to help give them more downforce, and a new tire rim design, designed by BBS.
Hey, BBS rims, baby.
Yep. They're going from a 15-inch 5-lug steel rim to an 18-inch aluminum rim with one center lug nut, kind of like how IndyCar does it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know how that's
going to take off mad weight.
Yeah, and also I don't know how that's going to fuck with pit stop times and all that shit. That could come into play, considering that, I mean, you're not having to hit precision each individual lug. You just get that one center lug and that's it. Also, to help out with pit times, they're changing the refueling system. So instead of those dudes carrying those big ass canisters over the wall, they're switching to a clamp-on refueling hose. So basically, instead of lugging that giant can, they're going to be jumping over the wall with a hose and just popping that into the car. So yeah, those are the few changes I've seen for this new next gen car. I did see, I think it was Kevin Harvick complained that these new cars don't have enough horsepower for the changes. But I don't know how many of the other drivers feel about it, but he was the only one that I've seen that had an article pop up about his kind of dislike for the new car.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's some quick NASCAR news.
Oh, fuck. I'm still on that shit, man. God damn.
Yeah.
Poor kids.
Yeah, I went on to the NASCAR website looking for news about the new car and the awards. And then I seen that, I was like, it's shitty, but I kind of have to talk about that. That's fucked.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. There's fucking monsters everywhere, man. And it sucks. Fucking. May those dudes rot in hell forever and ever. Don't fuck with kids. There's so much pussy. You gotta just pay for it. If you got no game, they'll have sex with you for money. What the fuck, dog? I don't get it.
I'm sure you could find some NASCAR groupies too.
I'm saying,
pit crew.
Right? I just don't. Right.
Yeah. Fuck those guys.
Fuck them.
Glad they weren't on any of my favorite drivers' teams.
Oh man, that would have been awful. You know how many motherfuckers are saying that shit?
Word.
Oh fuck, man. But I think we're done.
I think so.
Yeah, you can follow us.
We did football. We did
football, basketball. There's still a game going on. But yeah, make sure you follow us all collectively at TMS Report. Thank you for watching the motherfucking Minority Sports Report. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video. And make sure you hit the bell icon. Skame, where can I follow you, bro?
Follow me to hell. No, I'm just playing. At Game666.
And you can follow me. I am at the Beatnik. And you can follow Julian at Julian C. Mitchell, because that's his name. And we'll be back next week. Peace out.